In the employee record, you bring in all the elements required to process a pay. You do not need to fill in all fields immediately. Just fill in the minimum requirements now and complete the other details later. On the Personal tab, make sure you have a name entered and a date of birth. On the Address and Contact tab, enter the address, and where relevant, an email. If the employee is to receive payslips by email, then change the preferred send form method to either email or both. For operational simplicity, we suggest you select both. In the Change tabs field above, click the drop-down arrow and select Payroll and Compensation Info. Here we can configure information that will populate into the pay process. You should enter only those elements that are present at every pay cycle. Irregular items can be added during the pay process. In the Earnings table, enter direct wages and salary items like ordinary time earnings, leave items, bonuses, time in lieu of pay items. If you select salary, then in the second column, enter the annual pay amount. Reckon Accounts Hosted will calculate the amount of pay for the pay period. If you select hourly pay, then enter the hourly rate. In the pay process, you will be asked for the number of hours worked. In the Additions, Deductions and Company Contributions table, enter all other payroll items, except super and PAYG tax. These are configured elsewhere. We'll enter the deduction Health Society. If an amount was configured in the item setup, it'll populate here. If the amount is to be different or was blank, enter the amount to be deducted for this employee. Note, the entry must be a negative number. If there is a limit to how much can be paid in the financial year, enter it in the third column. On the right side of the panel, we can enter the pay frequency, weekly, fortnightly, etc., and the pay method, cash, cheque or online. Please note, online refers to sending payment instructions to your bank via ABA files, created by Reckon Accounts Hosted and uploaded to your business banking internet portal. Further down are 4 key buttons. Full details on these buttons are contained in separate videos, so in this video we will describe only the key elements. Click on Taxes to choose a PAYG tax scale to use. For guidance on the correct settings for your employee, you should talk with your accountant. You must select a tax code. 2 TFT is the most common setting for full-time employees. And the employee's tax file number. Click on the State tab to include the employee's salary in the calculation of state payroll tax. Next, click on the Leave button to set the rate of accrual of annual and personal leave, and any other 2 types of leave categories. Select an accrual period like every pay for salaried employees and every hour for employees paid by the hour. Next, in hours accrued per pay, enter the amount of leave accrued for the accrual period. For instance, it may be something like 2.92 hours per pay, or 0.07692 per hour worked. You should also tick the box Leave Liability. In Direct Deposit, you can specify the bank accounts to which direct payments will be made. Finally, in Super, you can select the super items that are relevant. You must enter the Super Guarantee payroll item and the rate will automatically populate here. You should also enter Super Fund details here for payment convenience, although they can be added later. Your employee is now configured to process a pay.